Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I got a comment recently that said, am I supposed to take this guy seriously? He said good morning at 3 p.m. Yeah, you know you're not. Bye. Goodbye. I've been getting a lot of hate recently, and it has to do with the election and things, and people got to chill out. It's so funny. I had this guy who supported me for a while. His name's Sigma, and today he goes, you're a crackhead. I hope Trump makes you broke. You get what you deserve. It's just like, guys, chill out, man. It's going to be okay. It's a beautiful day today, man. It's a beautiful day. It is currently my Sunday, and I got a couple comments who wanted me to talk about alcohol, how the drinking's going, and I've got a few videos in mind. I was gonna plan them out, but you know what? I think videos are better when you don't plan them out, when you just ramble and just let the truth speak. So, ooh, man, it's beautiful out here. It's just nice and peaceful today. Birds are out, families are out. It's a nice Sunday. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. If I do not make a video, happy Veterans Day, although I think I will. I'll be going up to Veterans Park, having a little memorial celebration, you know. My boss kind of flipped out on me this week because I asked for Saturday off, and instead she gave me like 3 days off in a row. She's like, okay, go ahead, enjoy. And, you know, it's just, I haven't had a Saturday off in 3 or 4 years, or like 2 years, so I could take one day off. But back when I was in my heavy drinking days, I used to be stuck in the cycle. And it all started with working at Starbucks, COVID. I remember lockdown. And the day California locked down, I went and I ran to the store and I bought tons of bottles of Jack Daniels, all I could afford. Jack Daniels and Newports. The essentials, right? While everybody was grabbing toilet paper, I was grabbing liquor, bro. And I didn't know how long we were going to be locked down for. Nobody knew, right? It was a crazy time. So I started grabbing liquor. And I stocked up, and when COVID happened, I lived my life irresponsibly so, right? The world shut down and my world opened up. Everything got cheaper. Hotel rooms were all of a sudden super cheap, so you could get hotel rooms for 20 bucks a night. When everybody was supposed to be in lockdown, I was out every single day, dude, going just everywhere, just out and about, right? Because the world was so quiet and I loved it. And I was like, man, this is great. We're never going to get this back. The only thing I regret is I wish I would have made more videos, but I didn't because I was drinking so much. And so I would go to hotels, I'd rent them out, just get hammered, right? Maybe I'd stay there for like 3 or 4 days. I was getting paid because Starbucks, the company I worked for, was just paying me. So I was like, screw it, dude. I don't need to go to work. Nothing's good. We got a month-long vacation. The month ended, and I was probably drunk for like 30 days straight off Jack Daniels, right? And I was like, all right, it's time to sober up. We got to get back to work. And I just felt so weird. I felt like my body just like, whoa, I don't feel right, you know? And I started getting these like shakes and jitters. And that's when I started doing research. Now, alcoholism can take you kind of down a dark hole, right? But for most people, it takes a really long time. And I was like, man, why am I feeling these effects? Like, I'm a young guy. I was like 25 at the time. And I was like, I'm a young guy. What's happening to me, right? And I started looking into these effects. And I'm like, okay. Started looking into these effects. I'm like, oh, it's alcohol withdrawal, right? And I had bad anxiety. I don't have bad anxiety anymore. I used to. And what happened is I tricked myself into thinking I had these symptoms. So what would happen is I would get really dizzy. I'd be like, oh man, I was having trouble standing. So I was like, I need to work. I can't not have a job. So what if I just drink casually at work? So I started drinking like 2 White Claws, 3 White Claws before I went in. Then I would have some on me, like in a bottle, right, that I would drink during work. Nobody could tell during COVID because everybody was wearing masks, using hand sanitizer. It was a crazy time, so it was cool. I flew under the radar. I never got in trouble for drinking at any of my jobs. 2 7-Elevens, a Starbucks, and a Target. I don't know. I was the master at being drunk at work, right? Kind of proud of it. Not really. I shouldn't say that, but a little bit. And anyway, I talked myself into thinking that I had like all these symptoms, but I really didn't, you know, like I really didn't have those symptoms. And this is what I wanted to talk about in the video. Like, anxiety can trick you into thinking you have things that you don't have. So it's not real. Nothing is real, right? And I went through a phase where I was like, man, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna die, bro. I'm like, no, it's all anxiety. A couple months ago, I had a relapse with anxiety to where I would drive on the freeway and I couldn't drive on the freeway anymore. I would just start sweating and dripping like I have highway anxiety. You just got to push through it, man. Anxiety's BS. You just got to push through it. It's all make-believe. Anxiety is 100% fake. But my drinking update now is I have drank, I don't know, maybe a couple times this year, handful of times, and I'm fine now. I can drink casually. It's okay. I would never go back to that lifestyle. That's a horrible lifestyle. But I learned the truth. And something in me clicked to where I said, look, bro, am I just going to be like a loser? Just like day drinking all the time, drunk, smoking cigarettes, like never having any money? Nah, you got to have some dignity. You got to have some self-respect, and you got to work hard, right? And that's why it's important to have a job and get and focus, because when you have a job, you have a purpose, you have a goal you're working towards, right? You need to feel like a man. When you don't have a job, you're a loser, you know? You're a loser, you're a bum. You're getting things paid for, you're living off the government, you're getting rent-free, you got no dignity. Your dignity's been taken from you. If you're a working guy, no matter what job you're doing, you could be cleaning toilets. Every job is important and every job is respectable. What's not respectable is being a bum. So I told myself, do you want to be a bum? Do you want to be a leech on society all this time and just, you know, be one of these people who pays with EBT and then takes out cash to buy liquor? And it just disgusted me, man. It disgusted me, that type of behavior. And I want to know part of it. So I don't have urges to drink or anything anymore because I'm my own person now. I discovered what's important, what I want in life. And that's how I feel. You know, drinking for me is the best thing ever. I love it. It's so fun. And I love nothing more than drinking by myself and just playing games and watching YouTube videos. Like, I've always loved just that sense of feeling, like the same reason I love smoking. Like, I just love changing that feel, you know, like I like the body feeling. And I have a very addictive personality, but I've learned to control it. And everybody can learn to control it. It just takes a lot, you know? It was like the same thing when I was on NoFap, which I still am, but I mean making videos. It takes a lot of defeat, and that's just how you learn. That's how you learn, man. And that's how you get to the next level of your life. So, just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching this video. Thank you for leaving the comment, asking me to talk about it. Anytime you guys want me to make a video and things that you want me to talk about or ramble on, go ahead and do it. Also, I had a comment that said, hey, bro, I'm tired of the political stuff. Can you get back to car camping? And I'm like, well, number one, I haven't posted anything political in a while. And I was like, but I'm going to post what I want. And quitting YouTube was probably the best thing to happen to me. And what I mean by quitting YouTube was I used to like stick myself in a niche of videos of like, because I really always wanted to make it as like a famous YouTuber. I'm not famous, but successful, making like $2,000 a month. And I've given up on that idea. You know, I don't really care anymore. Like, I'm not really trying. Of course, that would be great. I'd love it. Nobody wants more views than me. Nobody wants more subs than me. Nobody does. But honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. It would have happened already. And I don't think my journey on YouTube is ever going to come to fruition and I'm going to have 100K subs. It's too late. I tried for 10 years. I can't just keep putting all my eggs in one basket, you know? So I had to give up and I had to change my priorities. And my priorities, investing, making money, you know, doing things like that. Now I'm working at a 7-Eleven. That's my life tree. Just kidding, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to go inside. I got to head to work right now, but just thought I'd come outside and do a little rambling, man. What a beautiful day. Peace and butt grease.